Welcome to LATTC Architecture Program Real-Time Videos Summer 2015. Basically, this video is about how do you submit your work, where do you find all the information, and how does the work and the methodology we use in this class. So basically here, how do you get to this site? You want to go on Google and you want to type LATTC Drafting 62 Google sites. Now the reason I don't give you a web address is because I don't own a web address. This is given to us by Precious Google, and all you have to do is type that one and it will take you to the site. So on this site you can find the syllabus, the contact, the resources. It's a living course because I believe that we create community of practice, because I find that many of my students graduate from the class and they keep coming to this site because that's where they can find a lot of information. This site is always growing and moving and so forth. Now, where do you connect? Where do you submit all your work? Here under contact, this is where you're going to be submitted. Make sure you type the T here at the end of draft, because otherwise a lot of students were submitted to the wrong email. So that's where you want to submit all your work, right? Every day submit what you're working on. Now, where do you keep all the information? Where do I keep all my notes? Right here. Notice how I have, let me zoom back here a little bit. So this is project 1, build an existing design composition in architecture desktop, or build your own using the Fibonacci series. The commands you will learn in AutoCAD are. So this is kind of like an example of how everything gets real-time published for you guys. Project number 2, build a composition where you use the Boolean principles, or also called design operation. You may use the design from project 2, from project 1. I will be adding later on this site connections to V-Heart, spirals, and other nice links. I'll be adding them right here, or you can also see it here under resources and activities. So basically all these projects, eventually I will populate them and put them right there. All right, so that's as far as submitted. So part of these, I'm gonna save it, and now it's on the web. So the next thing that I wanted to show you is this is part of how do you submit your work? How do you do all of these? So if you go back here, notice how right now I'm already this is my persona, that's my email address. These 9 dots identify other options you can do with your email address. And I ask everybody to create a Gmail address just for Trade Tech. lattcarchitecture@gmail.com, maybe LATTC Architecture Professor Oliva. Create a Gmail account that is just for us, because you might be sharing a lot of your stuff. This is kind of like your professional Gmail address. And then here under the drive, here notice drive. This is, that's why I don't want you guys to ever see you utilizing an external hard drive or a stick, because it's hard to maintain our machines. I want you guys to every day get into the habit of uploading new folders and files into your drive. So if you upload a file, notice right here, what am I going to do to have it kind of as a backup? Notice how I went to C. I'm going to upload my videos in case anything happens. I'm going to go to summer 2015 movies, and I'm going to upload my extrude video. Notice how it takes some time here. The nice thing about this here is that now I can share this with all over the world. I can make my drive public to the world. I can make my drive available only to my students, or I can make it available to only people that I share it with. So that's the habit I want you guys to get into. That's why I want you guys all to create your own Gmail address. And this is what is called file exchange. So file exchange means that you have order in the way you save your information. You create a particular Gmail address for the class, and you get into the habit of uploading your files every day. Then what happens next day is that you get another laptop and then, or another machine, you go into your drive, and then you can bring your latest drawing to that machine. So it doesn't matter where you sit. So here, notice how it's still bringing it up. So that's as far as like where you find information about our projects, about our links, and everything we do every day. That's why I was telling you that as long as you're doing the work, I'm okay with you guys not necessarily being here during the entire time during lab time, as long as you're doing all your work and you're not abusive with the privilege. With this, I'm going to close this session, and I'm going to make another session about file management. Thank you.